Welcome to the channel. On today's episode, we are going to get into the Project FC engine build series. There's a few videos on the channel if you guys want to go back and watch that. I'll link them in the description. There's the teardown video, which was episode 0. And then episodes 1, 2, and I believe 3 were me cleaning, inspecting, doing some lapping and resurfacing. And today we're going to get into doing the prep work to start assembling the motor. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys, just give you a brief update on what's going on with the motor, what we've decided to do since then. I did say in the last episode that we wasn't going to do anything crazy. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Not nothing super crazy or anything like that, but my client did decide that it was a race car and he wanted to do some more race things and kind of build it as a really nice race motor for his race car. So we had a conversation, we sat down, we talked, and we came up with some things. So let's dive into what we've decided to do. Okay, so let's go through this process of what was done to the motor and what the next steps are. So here, as you guys, if you have not saw the video, I'll definitely link it in the description. But here is, just show you guys an example of the lapping, the smoothness of it. It's straight. We got out a lot of the pigmentation. There was a lot that was on this side, and we got a lot of that out. And then we also ported it, big street port. Let me lift this up. Big street port. Shout out to Kyle Mohan Racing for the porting. Does a wonderful job. He's ported my motor. He also ported the rotor housings as well. As you can see right there. Got some porting action. Just clean them up. Things like that. Same thing with the center iron. It's been ported. It's been lapped. This is the rotor housing that we had to machine. It's not the one from the video that we tore apart. That was all, looked like it was chewed by a velociraptor. This one is, he picked up from a guy. He got a matching rotor to go with it to match the rotor that he already had. And it's the same letter code. You always, if you need to replace a rotor and you're looking for a used one, make sure you know what letter code your rotor is. It helps with balancing if the letter codes are either the same or at least close. So if you have a C rotor, a D rotor or a B rotor would work, but an A rotor, it would the balancing would kind of be off, and they would have to take out at least, I think, either take out too much material or add material. So it just depends. So you want a rotor with at least the same letter code. So, but this housing was a housing that he got, and it just needed some resurfacing, not a whole lot. It was actually in good condition. It just had some wear and tear. We had it resurfaced. Kyle Mohan, I believe, offers that service as well. Don't quote me on it, but it does help. He runs some in his 3-rotor Formula Drift car, and we've never seen any issues with him running, resurfaced rotor housing. I know there's been talks about they don't last longer, things like that. I personally wouldn't. If I was doing it, I would only do it for my race car. That's not to say that they won't last in a street car, but again, don't quote me on it. He has more information on that. I believe there is a video on his channel, and I'll link his channel in the description, but I believe there's a video on his channel where he talks about the resurfacing of rotor housings and things like that. So check out that video. I'll try to find it and link it in the description. If not, you can always go to his YouTube page. Also, his rotors were side cut. So if you don't know what side cutting the rotors is, so right around, I want to say 8,500 RPMs and up, or if you're running high boost, I believe that the rotors will start to wobble. And so side cutting basically clears, you take out some, not material, but you clear at least about, I want to say, about 5,000ths of an inch, or maybe, I'll get the numbers, but it clears, it gives you a little bit more clearance so that the rotors, right when they start to wobble, they start to hit the rotor housing. And you don't want that. You don't want to do that at all. So if you're going to be running high boost, or you're going to be running high RPM, side cutting your rotors is a necessary component if you're going to be doing any racing in a rotary vehicle or with a rotary motor, that you're going to either be pushing high boost or high RPM, or both. So that's that. We also changed out the bearings. These are the competition bearings. He needed new bearings in the rotors and the stationary gears, and so we got competition bearings for the rotors. As you can see, it has a deeper groove to flow a little bit more oil, which is, I believe these are the Racing Beat, are these either Racing Beat or these are the Mazda competition rotor bearings. And then his stationary gear bearings are just normal stationary gear bearings. They're not the race ones. I believe the race bearings for the stationary gears are for the multi-window stationary gears. So like the FDs and things like that. These are not multi-window. So we just got regular stock stationary bearings. So because here's where you can see the copper, and you don't want to see the copper inside of there. That means they're worn really, really bad. And so these we replaced those. And then this is the entire assembly. It's been balanced. You can get that done at Mazdatrix. They also offer that service. And so his whole entire rotating assembly, rotors, centric shaft and everything, has been balanced. So he has a full big street port, side cut rotors, balanced rotating assembly that I believe is going to make really good power. And then if you come over here, this is all of the things that we're going to need to build this motor. So we got all of our side seal springs, everything basically from Mazda. He was going to run the stock Apex seals, but because it's a race motor, we went with the E&J seals that Kyle Mohan runs in his Formula Drift car. They are a softer seal, and so they help with, if the motor detonates, God forbid, but if the motor detonates, the seal won't break, it will just collapse. So it keeps you from damaging your rotor housings and things like that. Brand new water O-rings, all the gaskets for the manifold and water pump and things like that. We got exhaust and turbo manifold gaskets. And then over here, all the nice little Haltech goodies. We got our boost controller, our map sensor. We got our air temp sensor. I believe this is the oil temp. This is the water temp, the coolant temp sensor. And then fuel pressure and oil pressure. Full premium Haltech harness. He is running an Elite 1500. That's the computer right here in this box, brand spanking new. And this is the Elite wideband controller. And then over here, shout out to Action Clutch. They sent him a nice stage. I believe he got a stage 3 clutch kit, and this is their, I believe this is their chromoly flywheel. Yeah, this is the chromoly flywheel, I believe. I'll double check that, but I run this setup on my race car, and it is perfect. I love the feel of it. I love the way it feels. It's not harsh, but it grabs. It's not too stiff. It's like perfect. And I love Action Clutch because they do everything in-house. They can custom build you a clutch to your likings, to your driving specifications and things like that. And they're local in SoCal. So I try to support my local SoCal, shops and things like that. So they also, I believe, Jeff Jones, who also runs in Formula Drift, uses their clutches, and he had nothing but amazing things to say about them. Their customer service is by far the best I've ever experienced. So they do engage you on social media. They do respond to, if you send them like a direct message on Instagram, they will respond. And just the quality of their product is absolutely amazing. So that is what we're going to be doing with this motor, with the Project FC engine build and things like that for this series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up some of this stuff because I'm going to start prepping the motor for paint. We're going to go with a wrinkled black for the center irons, and then like a stainless steel for the rotor housing. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to prep that today. I'm going to do some prepping today. Mask off some stuff that I don't want paint on. And we're going to get to it. So that is an update for what we're doing. Definitely stay tuned. There's more to come. There's a lot more to come with this build. We're doing a full, complete wiring up of the car. Well, not the entire car, but the motor. Dropping it in. He got a turbo transmission to go with the motor. I believe this is a Series 5 Turbo 2 motor from Japan. So we are definitely going to be doing some work to it, getting it prepped. He wants to make it a nice, decent track car. So we are going to prep, start getting it ready for paint, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. That came out nice. Oh my God, that looks good. Let's see, other side, the front. Oh, that wrinkle is coming out really, 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 really nice. I might do one more coat, like a light coat, like this. Oh, I might just leave it. Yeah, oh man, that came out nice, very nice. Well, I'm going to start prepping the rotor housings. Those I'm gonna do like a stainless steel, and we'll see how they come out. But man, is gorgeous. I'm loving this wrinkled black. Yeah, I'll do another light coat, so that way it sits in the sun and it dries while I'm prepping the rotor housing. So yeah, awesome. Oh yeah, it's drying really nice. It's drying really nice. That wrinkle black came out really nice. Now I'm about to start painting the rotor housings. Just gonna do these in a stainless steel, just a wrinkle black and stainless steel color combination, and we gonna get into it. First coat is done. It's looking good. I'm gonna hit it with at least 2 or 3 more coats of paint. But yeah, that looks really good. And then once it's done drying, I like to take like a, not too abrasive, but a kind of a, I want to say Scotch-Brite on a 90-degree sander, and just kind of polish up this so it looks like it's chrome. But yeah, this came out really nice. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. But we're gonna hit it with at least 2 or 3 more coats, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, here we go. Second coat. Let's go ahead and get to it. Oh yeah, that's coming out real nice. Don't want to overdo it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That came out really nice. That came out really nice. Yeah. The good thing about the stainless steel paint is that it doesn't take long to dry. So I'll let it sit out here for a few minutes, and let the heat, you know, bake it in. And then here you can see the wrinkle. Oh yeah, it's starting to dry. It's pretty much dry. But yeah, look at that. Look how that came out. Oh yeah. That came out really nice. That came out really nice. Oh yeah. So this is the first portion of getting the block and everything prepped. I like to start with painting the block and things like that. Once we get that going, and then I'll take some acetone, start wiping everything down. But before that, I like to start building the rotors up and getting the rotors and everything built up. So we're gonna do that in the next coming video. this was just a preparation to kind of get everything going. So in the next video, it's going to be prepping the rotors, getting them prepped for the seals and things like that, and then we'll start building. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live. Maybe I should go live when I'm stacking the motor and building it. Maybe do like a live Q&A for you guys, or you know, continue with the build series. But you know, let me know what you guys think. That's gonna be it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so that you stay up to date with everything that's going on here at DOW Motorsports, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.